Just a quick thing in my video. I mentioned Falcone instead of Salvatore. It's actually supposed to be Salvatore every time that I'm saying Falcone. Just wanted to throw that out there. I didn't have time to redo it. I'm just about ready to head out for the week. I'll catch you guys all later. Hope you guys enjoy the video and have a happy Halloween. Peace. Penguin episode 6 starts off anywhere from maybe a couple weeks to maybe a couple months. We already assumed that there would be some type of a time jump. It's implied there's a time jump. Even Sophia has a different haircut. The operation that Oz got started on is full on its way. Like they're already distributing. Like everything's on its everything's good to go. So it shows that it's been. My guess is about if it's a month, then those people are working hard. Maybe a couple months. Still, there's been some significant time that has passed, and from there they go on, and Oz is dealing with the distribution. He's running, the shroom drug, the bliss, all across everything. He's just getting it out there. He's getting it to as many people as possible. Sophia and they can't figure it out. They don't know what is going on. They're trying to find him and they can't because he's underground, and apparently they're not thinking of that. But because of his connection with basically the subway underground, they got access to all of Gotham. So his whole little empire is just off to the races. And in this episode, he wants to expand to the triads, which will make them like international. Like it'll give them access to go everywhere. And throughout the episode, Sophia and Falcone are trying to track him down. Like they go to his place. They try to find dirt on him. She finds some photos with his escort girlfriend Eve, or she's like the madam of the escorts. And so she does detective work better than fucking Batman does in the Batman movie. She's figuring it out. And through that, she has like a great encounter with Eve. And, Eve thinks she's the hangman. She invites her up. Basically, she invites her up, and she thinks she's going to die. So she doesn't give up information until Sophia does not kill her, which gives her the information to find where Oz is at. That comes into play later on in the episode. Throughout the episode, you also see Vic, who's like he seems like he's walking a little bit more stride. He's doing well, until he runs into Squid, which is like his old. He was the guy who basically had him boosting Penguin's rims on the first episode, and that's how he got caught up in all this because of Squid, basically. And I even said last week on Hold My DualShock stream, I was just like, they're going to need to kill him. Like, he either needs to kill him or find a way to make him join his side, but he's too sketchy and he's too shady, so he ends up killing him. Shoots him in the neck because he's just asking too many questions. He's being too ridiculous. So Vic becomes basically a made man under Penguin. And Penguin, being the way that he is, instead of consoling him, he's just like, it only gets easier. And it's like, damn, man, like he's not a good influence, but that's just the way this game is played for them. And it was a life lesson for him, and now he's continuing on from there. So Sophia now knows where Penguin is at. Penguin's dealing with the electricity not working very well, so he goes and he kind of bribes it's either the mayor or somebody who's really high up. I can't remember who it was, but it's like he bribes him, or he basically tells him hey, if I come back, he threatens him with pliers to the nose. It's kind of brutal. And then he wants to get the power turned back on because his mom is just having a rough time of it. His mom is not doing well. She's going even crazier. So that's another thing that implies with the time jump. It shows how much like she's losing her mind even further than the last time we've seen her, which, you know, obviously was only a week ago for us. For them, they don't actually give you a time difference. But she's obviously losing her mind a lot quicker. Like, she's not well. Like, I don't know. I've had a grandparent with dementia, and it goes quick. Some of that stuff is like, it happens quick. It's really sad. It's brutal. It's frustrating. And so he's trying to get that done. He eventually does get it done. That's the end of the episode. But he's also trying to work out deals with all the like the lower gangs, the no-name people. There's a couple of there's like the triads, and there's the bigger named kind of bigger gangs around, and he's trying to make a deal with all of them to come together. Like, hey, if all those little guys join up, we can take on a big thing like the Falcons, or now the now the Gigantes, whatever. And he gets them all together, and he talks them into it. He's not sure. Like, he's skeptical on it, but he wins them over. He throws them each like, as he's talking, he's throwing them each a beer, which I thought was a really great way to show like an allegiance. It was a clever way. I thought it was brilliantly done. And yeah, so at the end of that, you know, his speech wins them over. They're all in like they're a mini alliance now of like all the smaller gangs, and they're about to go against them. And it all comes back around at the end. Like, Vic is dancing with Penguin's mom and whatever, and then the camera pans out for like an awesome cliffhanger, which is Sophia standing there with a fucking crowbar. Things are about to get nutty. It's gonna get crazy, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm just doing a quick video on this just before I go on my vacation, so if anyone checks this out, I appreciate it. But I think one of the biggest things I can say to this, and that I'm in agreement with, that, you know, The Penguin's a good show, is simply this: